From a super secret location deep within the mountains of Colorado, it's time to strap up, strap in, or strap on with your host, Shenanigans in One Shot. It's From the Ashes Radio!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to From the Ashes on About Face Media. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the show. We are super glad you are here. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving long weekend. Hope you guys all got to spend some time with families, or I hope you got to spend as much time as possible away from family, depending on what you were looking for this week. We had a pretty chill weekend. It was pretty nice. It was pretty awesome. We spent Wednesday night at a friend's house my wife works with, and his mom makes Korean food. I got some of her spicy kimchi. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. For those that don't know, I love kimchi. It's delicious. So yeah, and she made it, and yeah, I was super excited. And then Thursday we got to chill at home, and then went to Thanksgiving dinner at friends and family's houses. So I hope you all got to have some bird and some ham or whatever else it is that you have. Do you guys have different things on Thanksgiving? Do you guys have different stuff? I know, like out here out west, some folks do brisket, some folks do, all kinds of different stuff. Willie, what is up, Burn? How's it going, man? How you been? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Oh, New Hampshire is here. Heidi, glad you're here from New Hampshire. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Man, all our old schoolers are coming out tonight. It's good stuff. They're excited about talking to Ranch and Rifle, apparently. It's going to be a good show already. We haven't even gotten started yet. What else going on? It's been a hell of a week, folks. If obviously, if you're watching the news, you saw that two of our American service members were shot on the streets of Washington, D.C. Hell of a thing right there. That was a pretty tough one. For those that don't know, Specialist Beckstrom lost her life Saturday, I believe it was. She put up a valiant fight after being shot, but she lost her battle. She is not our not forgotten today, but she is always our never forgotten. Remember the name Specialist Beckstrom. So when you're saying your prayers, folks, make sure you include her with, as well as the other service member that was shot. Apparently, he has woken up and is awake. He's blinking his eyes and is able to speak. I saw that on a headline just as I was doing some show prep before we walked into the studio. So there's nothing but good news there. This, what happened in DC for the veteran population who are listening, that was probably pretty tough for you guys, for you folks to see. I know for a lot of us it was, and I got a lot of phone calls from friends over the weekend with some pretty tough conversations. A lot of us deployed from our homes and left our families 2001 through 2004, 2005 for Iraq and Afghanistan. And we were told that we were going to these places in these shitty countries because we were going to over there to fight them over there so that our families would not have to fight them here. And we believed that, and that's what we did. And we were going forth and doing good things for our country with that in mind. And now my phone won't stop ringing. A lot of veterans are feeling pretty broken right now because there's no other way to say it. We failed. We failed the mission. And now we're fighting them here. And for you veterans, I understand where your heart is, and it's okay. We'll get through this. We will get through this as a nation. I know it's tough for you folks there to see what's going on your own city streets. It's a tough place to be. But keep your heads up. And I misspoke. Let's be clear about what happened. We did not fail our mission. We, as service members, we didn't fail the mission. You went forth. We did what we were told. We executed. We killed bad guys in their homes. We killed bad guys on the street. We killed them wherever they tried to hide. And when they brought harm to those around us, we made it worse for them. But our elected officials, they have definitely failed us. They have absolutely failed us. And I'm not trying to make this a political show because I know it's not. We're part of a nonprofit. We don't do politics here. But yeah, I know how you're feeling, folks. And hey, you did not fail your mission. I need to be clear about that. You stood up. The person to your left and right was your mission, and you did your best to take care of them. And I think we accomplished that mission. I could be wrong. I may be the only one with this line of thinking right this second with a microphone in front of his face. So, hey, whatever. I do want to hear from you folks though. So please keep those phone calls coming. I know some of you are feeling in a kind of a rough way. Please feel free to call. I'm okay taking your calls. And I don't mind talking to you. I know what you're going through. So I get it. I feel pretty much the exact same way. On a lighter note, we cannot forget one of our favorite segments on this show. And we're thinking about, Joe and I have been talking about this. We've been kicking this around. For 2026, we might not bring back Carl for 2026. We might replace it with something a little bit more feel good or not. We're not sure yet. We'll leave that up to you. You want to bring up the Combat Carl for this week? This is a personal favorite because I have lived it. Let's see if we can. I'm not sure where this one comes from. 3 National Guard members charged with landing a military helicopter on a private ranch to collect antlers. Now, for those of you in like New Hampshire that are listening right now, you're like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Here out west, Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming, all those places, it is a very, very common thing. When hunting season is over, for those that don't know, deer and elk shed their antlers. They drop them. You can then go out into the field and you can collect those antlers, and people use them for all kinds of things. They make chandeliers and shit with them and knives and with the handles and whatnot. So you have an elk horn handled knife. Holy shit. It's Dana Miller. So glad you are here, Dana Miller. Glad you're here. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. So this is a very common thing. And I have to be upfront and honest. When I was flying medevac and we were flying, we would do exactly this pretty regularly, actually. And as of late, it has become a big deal and it has become illegal to shed hunt, and they've created seasons for shed hunting. So the fact that these guys, while on a training flight, decided to take their helicopter, land it, pick up a couple of sheds, and then fly off again and pissed off some homeowner or some ranch owner, I think that's kind of funny because they were just kind of fucking around a little bit and having a good time while they were out there doing their training flights or whatever, and saw an opportunity and they took it. That's what it's all about. They saw an opportunity and they took it. Yeah. Well, now they're making national headlines because they took a Black Hawk and grabbed a couple of elk sheds or antler sheds. I think that's funny as shit because we used to do that kind of shit all the fucking time, dude. Or worse, we used to go chase wildlife with the helicopters. That was fun as fuck, dude. You be flying around Fort Carson, flying the pattern or whatnot. Oh, a couple of elk, some foxes, some deer, whatnot. We just fucking follow them around with the helicopter and see where they were going. Not doing anything to them. We were just following them around, see what they were up to. It was a good time at the time, so I enjoyed it. But hey, come to find out now, probably not supposed to be doing that. We'll get to our safety brief as we get towards the end of the show, folks. But I think we can safely add, quit fucking with the wildlife. So yeah, this does not look like the super secret location. This is, in fact, the super secret location. This is down in our bunker. We are in the super secret location, Dana Miller. Yes, we do change it up once in a while. And just like our security settings, that always changes as well. This is, in fact, the super secret location. So yeah. But You know, Joe from Ranch and Rifle signed in early and he joined us early. I feel like out of respect, because he decided to sign in early, that we should bring him on early and find out what his thoughts are on some of this stuff. What do you think, Joe? Obviously,
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I literally just typed into our little chat. If you're on time, you're late.
and that's a good looking man. What is up, Joe? How the heck are you?
Man, I'm doing better than I deserve. I'm very grateful right now. Doing a lot of awesome stuff with our company, and honestly, just excited to be here. I've actually,
you must not listen to the radio very often. Then, if you're excited to be here, man, come on, man, you can do a whole lot better.
Man. You guys interviewed one of my buddies from back when I used to train MMA, John Rankin.
No shit.
Yeah, I knew John Rankin. When I contracted, I was up at Fort Campbell, and I was, he was training 5th group, and started training with him, rolled with him, and. The craziest thing is, I listened to the whole interview. You guys didn't once talk about the fact that he was a Pride FC fighter at one point. John's crazy, man. He's got a cool story. He's a lot cooler than me. But
well, here's the thing: is that we try to take, a whole company and a whole life and a whole nonprofit and stuff it down into a 20-minute interview. It gets a little snug. We don't always hit everything we want to hit.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because we could absolutely sit here for an hour and shoot the breeze to some folks. And we have done that. When we get like a really, really, really good interview where the audience is like, holy fuck, keep this guy talking. Like the dude that runs flags for the Flagless. I didn't say fagless. Dude, why are you looking at me like that, Joe? We don't make homophobic references here. You fucking fag. Anyway, but what do you call it? Delete.
Yeah.
Where's my button? So, Joe, first of all, let's start at the beginning. What branch of service were you?
So I was Air Force. I went Air Force in 2008, fresh out of high school. I literally signed up for pararescue like September of my senior year of high school.
What year was that?
So I signed up in 2007, but I left 2008, went through boot camp. Actually, I made it through Indocum PJ. It was Balls 508. Shout out if anybody's still out there.
They are, and they're listening.
But ended up blowing out my ACL. Like, a million of us. My body quit before I did. So
yep.
I remember them giving me an option of saying, hey, you can stay in the special operations community if you go weather. And I was like, I don't even know how that makes sense. But there was this career, I think they've retrained it now into something different, but it used to be called SALT. And I was like, hey, let's do this. I'll go weather for a few years. I'll let my knee heal. I'll get my TSSCI. Got stationed in Germany for the first few years. And
where were you?
I was at Simbach. I don't even know if Simbach's still open anymore.
I don't know if it is either, but yeah, keep talking. I was a bomb holder. Good place.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Yeah. I've been down a bomb. But I lived in K-Town. I was, out all the time. Freaking loved it. I joke all the time and say that Germany is paradise if you just got rid of the Germans.
I say that about France.
Well, we're on the border of France too. It kind of makes sense. But I ended up going out. My next duty station, I ended up making that move into the special operations world again. I was with the 352nd Special Operations Group. Ended up going through the craziness of the TSSCI. And then my second day on the desk, because I had gotten there and like 6 months of training and check writing later, I'm finally like, hey, you're good to go. Let's do this. My second day on the desk was September 11th, 2012. And when you're in Europe, you control a lot of the AORs, including Northern Africa, which is, if you know anything about that date, pretty significant.
Yes.
Being involved in that ended up opening a lot of doors for me. Ended up leaving, was recruited, left contract, ended up contracting for a few years after that, spending a lot of time in Africa. Altogether, I did about 10 years. And in 2017, just decided I was going to make a change. Someone had recommended, like, hey, that someone had given me one of those, like, hey, if I could go all back or back to the beginning, I'd get my Series 7 and my Series 66. I'd be a financial advisor. And, I'd seen Wolf of Wall Street, so I was on board.
Hell yeah. Cocaine
Right.
Lamborghinis and hot wives. Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, that's what it's like in Memphis, Tennessee, for sure.
You got to see Joe's face right now.
But no, I went down that road. Like most of us, you can't put work in front of me that you can't tell me like, oh, the only thing separating you from success is hard work. I remember in my job interview, I was like, if you guys are telling me you're going to pay me based on how hard I work, I hope you're ready to cash some big checks. And I got hired on the spot. Did that for a few years. It was fun, but I had gone from military life to 1 foot in military and 1 foot in civilian as a contractor, and then to full on white collar, civilian life. And I didn't deal with a whole lot. The things I had done, the things I had seen, which affected me way more, I didn't really process a whole lot of. This was a 6-month turnaround from my last time in Cameroon, Africa, to sitting at my, first big meeting with the suit on. Not a lot of time. And, it was okay. About this time, we were talking about you're talking about politics earlier. I started working with Bob Corker.
Why do I know that name?
Bob Corker used to be the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee in the Senate. He was Tennessee's senator. And honestly,
yes, that's why.
One of the few politicians that like truly kind of understood like maybe not exactly what it was like to be a veteran, but he understood what we were going through. And, because we dealt with things in Africa, like cross-border authority, very similar things that, you dealt with in Afghanistan and Pakistan. And so it was really nice being able to talk to him. And I had a lot of hope, when it came to this kind of white collar life I was trying to build. Mm-hmm. And, during the pandemic, let me back up. I'd been a lifelong hunter. Stepdad took me hunting, when I was very young. Got my first deer at like 11, I think. Crazy now, thinking of an 11-year-old dropping one. But I'd picked up hunting again. Got in good with a couple buddies, and I fell in love with it immediately. Started, going out anytime I could. I'd take people dove hunting. I'd take people deer hunting. If there were options to go duck hunting, we'd go. Whatever I could do, I'd get us out there, and just fell in love with the piece. Because there's a very weird piece that gets to you when you're outdoors like that. And
I don't think it's weird at all. Keep talking.
Well, okay, it's hard to explain to a lot of people. It's ineffable, like it just being able to tell and put words to it is very hard. At least for me, I'm Southern, but
no, not at all. No, you're on the right track, man. Keep going.
But yeah, I'd taken so many people hunting, had a whole lot of game meat, and we'd started going fishing the Little Red River out in Arkansas and the White River in Arkansas, and had a lot of trout left over. So I started this food blog, basically just to, kind of say I had all this stuff. Like, let's at least, get it out there. I had been cooking, really just to kind of reset my brain, post-military. And around that exact same time, my wife had bought me the Traeger that everybody gets, who thinks that they can cook.
Yep.
So I went down the Traeger road, and I was posting some pretty crazy stuff. And Traeger took notice, and, I got a little affiliate contract with them, was making a little bit of money slinging Traegers for a bit on the side of my advising role. And then, and during the pandemic, that was awesome because all we had was time. So,
yep. And people were looking too. People were looking for food to cook. So yeah.
Shoot, yeah. And fast forward a couple of years, like I had said, I didn't really deal with a whole lot of the things that I had seen and experienced from my time in. And as weird as it sounds, 5 years down the road, it was probably about 2 or 3 years ago. It was 2 years ago. I had a family event that just unraveled me. It was one of those things where somebody you love doesn't react the right way, I guess, and or do the right thing, and it completely unraveled me, and I felt a lot of things come crushing back on me. And like a lot of us, I isolated. Like a lot of vets, I isolated. Climbed into a bottle for a little bit, and I had a business partner whose name is Charles. He's one of the greatest humans in my life. Noticed, and he came to me and said, "Hey, dude, you're not going to go on much longer like this. What if I bought your practice?" And he did. I retired from advising and went full on into ranch and rifle. Right about this time, I had this theory that sage and rosemary go good with all game meat. I still stick to this theory. And I was working on this rub for just straight game meat, just to put on our blog. Maybe we bottle it once, maybe we ship it out, maybe. But I was just playing around with it. And with me being bought out, my book of business being bought, I say that 3 times fast. Book of business being bought.
No thanks. Keep talking, man. You're doing good. Keep talking. I'm listening.
But yeah, right about that time, I was like, screw this. Let's bottle some of this. Let's take this and take it to another level. And I've got the free time now. One of my best friends in the world, actually just retired in October, Saul Grotius, just retired at the Air Force Academy. Well, he was stationed at the Air Force Academy. Mm-hmm. So shout out to him. He's
my neighbor. Keep talking.
Oh, okay, shoot you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, y'all aren't far at all from each other. He's in the spring. But yeah, we kind of got together and was like, dude, let's take this seriously. Let's take this from a food blog. Let's really start to make an impact. We see that a lot of vets like us, especially from taking them hunting, a lot of these vets, they were looking for something. And I don't truly understand what everybody's looking for, but I can tell you the one thing I found in getting everybody back together was that the camaraderie that you have in the military is virtually non-existent on the outside. Mm-hmm. It's the brotherhood is unique in a way that you're not really able to find it at least for me, in a white collar world. I had a lot of great people around me, but 4 out of the 5 best of my groomsmen were active duty at the time. Mm-hmm. These are my buddies that they were family. They were real family to me. And that sentiment was echoed through everybody that I talked to. They're like, yeah, man, I miss the boys. You start seeing these memes of like what I wouldn't give for one last deployment with the guys, what I wouldn't give for, one 30-day TDY, something with the boys one more time. And we took that and ran with it. We created Ranch and Rifle, where our entire goal is getting veterans outdoors. We take them hunting, we take them fishing, we take them barbecuing with us, whatever it is. We try and get the brotherhood back together. We're gathering any way we can. And we fund it all by selling our spice rubs. And we started this year, fast forward just 2 years into this, we started this year in 7 stores, all pretty local. And now we're in 13 states and over 60 stores. And it is 100% because people have gotten behind what we're doing with vets. That it's 100% from the support that people have given us. And
how could they not?
I'm just full of gratitude at this point. Like that, you always start a business with big dreams. You don't expect them to happen quickly. And while 1 year is not necessarily quick, it was very quick for us. And I kind of go back to, I guess let me back up a little bit. I hate the people who are like, yeah, I tried out for PJ and so I'm basically a Maroon Beret. And the biggest we all know those guys.
We love those people here. Keep talking.
Well, that's fair. But the biggest reason I bring that up is, when you're going through NDOC, you're told never quit. Never quit is posted everywhere. It's in everything. You never quit. And I carried that with me for the rest of my life, or well, hopefully, I carried that with me so far.
At least till the end of this interview.
Yeah. We're not done here. No,
you look good. Keep talking.
But there's also a common saying in the pararescue community, and it's not just PJ, but it's these things we do. And the full quote is, these things we do that others may live. And when we were talking about building this out and what we wanted for it, that was our biggest goal. We love the brotherhood. We're so grateful for every one of them. I mean, are there shitheads in the community? For sure. But at the end of the day, the best people I know, I served with. And that, I've it's very, I mean, this became a passion project realistically. And I think about that quote all the time. These things we do that others may live. And that's, I'm not going to be the person that ever sits here and says that no one's doing anything for vets, or that there aren't enough people. There are. I mean, there's phenomenal people. There's phenomenal nonprofits. We partner with a lot of awesome ones like Irreverent Warriors, Camp Pool Wheel, Helmets to Hard Hats is another one we're really starting to work, or
Love
really wanting. Yeah, like we're giant fans of anybody doing anything in the veteran community. So we doubled down on it. We just said, hey man, we're going to make this our whole business plan. I had worked with a bunch of business owners when I was a financial advisor, and kind of learned a little bit of the ins and outs of how they think. And, and I worked with some awesome people. I've got, I'm not going to say that I worked with a bunch of shitheads who didn't know what they were doing. They were phenomenal. But at the end of the day, it seemed like the companies who were very transparent always did the best. And it was just like all of these ideas and thoughts and things just kind of melded into this perfect storm of who we are and what we wanted to do. And yeah, man, it's freaking been nuts. Just to give you a recap of our year, not only did we grow like that, we actually got to the point where we're now partnering with Orvis, the fly fishing company, and we're doing veteran-only fly fishing 101 classes, free to the public. And we go in and we buy a full fly fishing setup. We've got the rod, the gear, everything you need to go out and land, your monster trout. And we raffle it off at the end. We don't ask for anything. We just want our guys out there. We want to be able, the thought is that we want to enable a veteran who potentially knows nothing about fly fishing to be able to walk in that day, and walk out ready to step into a stream. And everything we do follows that mentality. We actually ended up getting 2 weeks ago, some people probably know this. If you duck hunt, you might know this name, or turkey hunt. But there's a big company called Rolling Thunder Game Calls. They had reached out and said, "Hey, we want to do something with you guys." So 2 weeks ago, we had our first pop up with them, and it was insane. We cooked probably 200 or 300 pounds of meat, barbecue, got it all out there, and that actually funded the next 3 Orvis classes we're doing. And on top of that, talking to some of these guys at Rolling Thunder, there's a lot of things in the hunting and fishing community that people don't know about, a lot of benefits for vets. One of them is Arkansas, once duck season ends, the next Sunday, Arkansas has a one-day season where the only people who are allowed to be hunting are active duty military and veterans. And in talking to Rolling Thunder, they said, hey, man, we can't hunt, but we can blow duck calls. So we're bringing people out this year, or this coming season, to get them out, and it's completely free. That's just, like I said, we're just doubling down on our people, man. Trying to consolidate everything into 20 minutes. I could talk about this for hours.
We brought you on here so that we could pimp your small business. And instead we got a story of complete success. And This is one of the greatest stories I've heard in a long time, man. This is exactly what we love to hear on this show. We love to hear about veterans taking the tools we've been given. And I love that quote sticks in your head so often. I was a medevac guy, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I love that quote sticks in your head that much. Same.
It's
and
been 20 years, you know. it's
always
Medina.
Dude, I'm the guy that writes stuff like that on my mirror. I use Expo markers, and I write on my mirror like little things all the time, and just get me going throughout the day. And things like that, so others may live. I'm all about it, man. As a medevac guy, that was one of our patches, and I'm all about it, dude. You are the success story that we love to highlight. This is exactly. We brought you on here to try to, hey, get you a little bit more business as we're approaching the Christmas holiday, and veteran businesses need attention, and hey, shop small. Don't be going to those big box stores and things like that. And instead we got this absolutely incredible story from you that is just awesome, dude. I'm so excited for you. This is exactly what we love to hear. I'm so amped for you.
And I think me and my guys would probably say like, we don't count ourselves as successful just yet. We're still very early in the process. But yeah, I mean, we're very blessed. I think talk about quotes and writing stuff on mirrors, man. It seems like you and me are cut from very similar cloths.
Basically, every part of your story that you've told, it's pretty similar to the one I lived. So you're not far off, man. But keep talking. Quotes on mirrors.
I think of, there's this quote I heard. It's like, how fortunate are you to be overwhelmed by work you once begged the universe for? And that's where I think we're at. Like I said, we're still young in the process. We're still a new company. We have a lot of good things we're doing, but the opportunity is really the only thing we're after. We want more people out. We're actually partnering and doing a big partnering with TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority. They have their own veterans union within the company, and we're putting on a full bass rodeo at Paris Landing on the Tennessee River later in 2026. And it's just opportunities like that where it's like, hey, man, I will show up. I will barbecue as much pork butt, as much brisket, as much beef, whatever you want. Like, we'll come up, we'll feed everybody, but you bring, the boats, you bring, whatever it is. And opportunities like that, just, I don't know, man. I'm incredibly grateful.
So couple things. I love your passion because first of all, you're starting to get me a little verklempt and moist in the eyes, man. I love what you're doing. I'm not going to do that. Last time I cried on this show was because of Abracadabrally, I believe it was, with her book, and she made me read out of her book. I'm not fucking doing that again. I bawled like a little schoolgirl on this show. Her poetry, dude, will cut you like a knife. If you don't already have her books, you absolutely need to. What do you call it? We brought you on the show because you are a veteran-owned small business. Christmas is coming. We want folks to be buying from you and not from some of these big box stores. I love what you're doing. You are one of the most humble people I've had on the show in a very, very long time. And I'm impressed. Very, very cool.
I've been humbled.
We're humble because we've been humbled. All right, cool. We're going to go over on your interview a little bit, but Allie's totally cool with that. There's not going to be a pause in between the two interviews. Flip it up for me a little bit, man. Flip it up a little bit. Pimp yourself. Pimp your organization. Pimp your business. This is the time.
Is this my 2 minutes, or is this
No, this is not your 2 minutes. We're going to get to your 2 minutes. Don't you worry. I love that you fucking know that. Oh my God, you're awesome, dude.
Yeah, you think I don't watch the show? Come on, man. I'm here.
Pimp you. Come on, man. Get people to want to. People want to buy yo shit. People.
Here's what I would say. I would love come out, buy our spices. Our spices are legit. I didn't talk a whole lot about them. We have some awesome things. I would love it if people came out and bought our spices, but I would have two asks if you do it. One, if you buy our stuff, call your buddy. I don't care if you're a vet. I don't care if you are a first responder. I don't care who you call your buddies. cook some stuff with them, sit out by the grill, and just that's my only ask if you buy our stuff. And my second ask is because everything we do to give back and get into the veteran community. I would say sign up for our email list. And I'm sure a lot of people say stuff like that, but we're actually releasing tonight our first veteran holiday shopping guide. Just literally veteran-owned businesses, retailers, sign up for that. Let me support my guys. Let me throw them out there as well. We vet a lot of these guys. And we're sending that email blast out tonight, but also later on, we're going to have like a last chance one as well, where it's like, hey, these guys can still get you something before, December 24th. So please sign up for those. Those will help out a whole lot. But yeah, man, that's
that's you pimping your business.
I guess, man. Yeah. Like
that was excellent. You did good. No, I'm impressed. Well done. Very well done. I know that's a challenge. That's the problem with veterans owning business these days is we're so humble and we're like, yeah, I make spices.
It's hard to ask for anything.
Can I get a little more than that?
when you're at this level of grateful, it's hard to ask for anything, man. And that sounds so fucking corny.
No.
But it is. Like my bills are paid. I'm doing great. I just want to do more with our people. And all of my guys, Saul, my buddy doing this, and Greg Keller and his wife, Leanna Keller, do this with me. They're phenomenal guys. Yeah, that's all we want. We just want more opportunities to spend this and do this with our people.
I love it. I love it, dude. I mean, we have had folks on this show where immediately after the interview, they are sold out. I don't feel like that's going to be a problem for you right now. It feels like you've got plenty of stock. It looks like,
a little bit.
Yeah. Are you running any Christmas specials other than the buying guy that you've already got, which I can't wait for? I'm kind of excited about. Dude, I have ruined more meat in my house than should be allowed. I am not a cook.
I'll always trade barbecue for game meat. So just I'll keep that in your head. But
I got a bear in 2020, right when COVID was starting, and our grocery store stopped selling meat. So we gave like 200 pounds of bear out to the neighborhood and whatnot. All of my neighbors.
Cook it well.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Man, I don't know. That's my first bear. Go cook it. I don't know. Go Google a couple of recipes. Let me know. And people came up with some really good shit, man. Some stuff was delicious.
So
like bear gumbo is fucking awesome.
Dude, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, man. I skipped one kind of important thing. So because we take veterans hunting and fishing so often, we have that food blog is still alive and well, and we have wild caught fish and game meat recipes on there. And this isn't your like, we got chili and burgers, we got your normal venison stuff, but I did like a venison and charred leek risotto that's on the website.
What?
Yeah,
I hope my wife's not listening. She's going to expect much more than what I'm giving her right now.
Oh man,
food too. Joe, stop making that face. I was talking about food, dude.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Joe's my producer. I'm sorry. Joe too.
I'll be Joe too. Yeah. I'll take that.
Having two Joes is a little confusing. I apologize. Look, man, I could talk to you all night. I could absolutely talk to you about this all night. And as a matter of fact, chances are very strong we're going to have you back and we're going to talk more about what you're doing because I love your mission and your mission is pure and I love it. But you're a married man with a family. It's a Monday night. Monday Night Football is on, and I want to get you back to your family because I'm sure they're sitting up there with some venison dip right now waiting for you. See, I was close. I wasn't far off. Yeah. That being said, sometimes we gloss over a question. We miss an opportunity. We don't get the chance to ask you a question that you may have wanted us to ask. And we give you your 2 minutes to shine. Joe, I'm going to shut up for a minute and give you the microphone. These next 2 minutes, completely uninterrupted, are all yours. Say whatever you want.
Oh, man, that's a dangerous thing to say to somebody like
I do that on purpose. We get some of the best stuff from our 2 minutes, so it's all yours, bud.
Well, Allie, I won't take too long. I know I'm kind of cutting into your time, but I'd love to tell you guys a little bit about what we're doing, what we have coming up, and truthfully, tell you that you guys did this. You guys have made this happen. We're guiding 2 deer hunts later in December. We have 2 Arkansas duck hunts fully guided coming up. April 18th, we're doing another pop-up at pre-turkey season at Rolling Thunder. We have another one in Covington, Tennessee that we are doing where 100% of the proceeds are going to Irreverent Warriors. We also do a lot of giveaways when it comes to giving out Webers and griddles. And one thing, because we understand kind of the time right now, we're about to launch a giveaway where we're going to give away a full set of our spices along with a Weber kettle. And all you got to do is go onto our social media, tag a veteran, tag a butcher shop. And at the end of the time, we'll raffle one off. And then on top of that, the butcher shop you tag, we're going to get you $100 gift certificate to that butcher shop as well. Now this one I'll throw out there because this is something that I probably wouldn't have seen an opportunity for had it not been an advisor. But one thing we're doing with tax season coming up, if you send me any donation to a veteran nonprofit, I will send you a bottle of our spices. We're going to also create another list. We have this list for our veteran Christmas shopping. We're going to create a list of vetted nonprofits that we really love and support. Same thing. You send any kind of donation to them, I'll send you some of our spices.
Name 2 of them right now. Name 2 of your favorite veteran nonprofits.
Irreverent Warriors is one of my absolute favorite. Camp Bull Wheel is another. Irreverent Warriors, out to end veteran isolation. Can't think of anything more in line with what we're doing.
Short shorts. We're sponsored by Thigh Huggers. What's not to love? Dude. Keep talking.
Oh, you think I'm wearing pants right now, man? Come on.
We're not usually in here.
But yeah, last thing I've got to say, my team, I'll say this to all vets, lean on your people. Don't be afraid to talk to people. I went through some of the worst times in my life, and the people that surround me right now, my wife, my business partner, Saul, my business partner, Greg, and his wife, Leanna, I wouldn't be here without them. So do not be afraid. Lean on your people. Talk to your people. The brotherhood's still alive. We're making sure of it. That's all I got, man. It's more than
Joe,
I expected.
This has been one of the best interviews of the Christmas series that we've done in a long time. I can't thank you enough for this. Man, ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Joe with Ranch and Rifle. Go to ranchandrifle.com. Fill up your cart with spices, tons of it. They make amazing stocking stuffers. Every guy that you know right now wants what Joe has. Go to Ranch and Rifle, spend all of your money. You're supporting a great cause. You are supporting a veteran-owned business, a veteran-owned small business, and they are giving back to the veteran community. These are the organizations that we are looking to support and that we are looking for. Joe, I can't thank you enough for your time tonight coming on From the Ashes on About Face Media. I really, really appreciate your time.
Thank you all so much for having us, man. Giving us a platform. I'm so grateful. And yeah, let me know anytime. I'm happy to come back.
We'll be talking a lot more. Have a great rest of your Monday evening and have a great night. And Joe, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
You too, man. Y'all be safe.
No. Have a great night. Holy shit, man. That was fucking awesome, Joe. He goes, mm-hmm. That's why I talk to the guy. He's a man of few words, but he keeps us on the air, so couldn't do it without him. All right, Allie, let's talk to Allie. Allie. How the heck are you? Oh, where's your hat tonight?
Oh, it's upstairs.
Your new intro music right there, dog.
Is that my shtick now? Am I in the conical hat from now on? Is that what it is?
It doesn't have to be, but I mean, you know what? You're the boss. It's your segment. Dog, you do whatever you want.
Gong. I do like the dog. But gong. I like the gong sound.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you back, dude. And you look great. You look so happy.
I am. It's nice, right? It's nice to be happy.
It is. It doesn't happen often enough. So did you hear any of that last interview?
I caught the last 5 minutes of it. I love spices, so we're gonna have to get offline and tell me where I can buy them because I cook a lot.
Did you hear him apologizing? He's like, Allie, I'm sorry. I know I'm cutting into your time.
I was like, oh, he said my name.
How cool is it that we have a guest that is familiar with our show and familiar with our segments? And
That's
I know Allie's next.
That's cool. That's cool. I talked to my dad. I said, hey,
my favorite people. When's he coming?
Probably. Well, we're gonna have to talk about.
Does he?
How? No, he does. He's just never done it before. So you and I are gonna have to get together on what our schedule is, what our lineup is for the rest of the month, and then we'll schedule him in. So whenever.
We'll wait till the end we'll wait till next year. We'll wait till the 2026.
Yeah, perfect.
It's after the holidays. So yeah.
He was like, he's like, he does. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why either.
That's awesome. I love that we were we're missing the point here, but I love that he and I were talking for however long, and I'm like, so finally somebody's like, dude, that's Allie's dad.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't know. He looks just like me, or I look just like him if I was a boy.
He was just so cool to talk to.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He was just so chill to talk with. It was awesome. Like I said, I talked to the guy for like 2 hours.
That's wild.
And had no idea that he was even your dad.
I still can't believe the accent didn't give it away.
Yeah. I was more focused on what the guy was saying because, man, he tells great stories. First of all, let's start there. That guy tells awesome stories. And it wasn't until, because you have a Geronimo behind you usually on the wall somewhere, and he had the hat on, and I'm like, oh, Allie knows somebody with them. And she's, that's me, bro. Oh, oh, my bad, dog. I didn't put the math together. So, yeah, well,
That's hilarious. So listen, I want to talk about what happens when we die, and not like all like metaphorically and stuff, but I cannot tell you.
Excellent timing. Go ahead.
How many times a spouse or a child will come to me and be like, my dad said that he was a veteran. He never spoke about it. I don't know what to do. So I ask, did he enlist in Massachusetts? Or she, sometimes, mostly he. Did he enlist in Massachusetts? Yep. So I get on the archive and I pull up Dad's 214, and they swear Dad was in Vietnam, or they are certain Dad was in Korea, and Dad wasn't.
Dad was in New Jersey
training. Yeah. So, I hate that. So one, don't lie about your service to your kids, because they're going to find out, because you're going to die eventually. And then you're just like, you're letting them just don't fucking do it. That's so shitty. Don't do it.
What are you talking about? As far as my kids are concerned, I drove an aircraft carrier. I mean, what are you talking about? Anyway.
Yeah. SEAL Team 6 and shit. Yeah, whatever, right? So don't fucking do it, because what happens in the darkness will always come to light. We're going to find out. Right? So then if you don't collect service-connected compensation, please do not tell your spouse that you do. Because then when you die, that spouse is going to be like, hey, I've come to collect my either service-connected pension or non-service-connected pension, and there is nothing there for you because you didn't have nothing. So please do not lie about your service, and do not lie about collecting VA compensation. So because I deal a lot with death, it's kind of like whatever to me. I went out and I bought this. It is called Fuck, I'm Dead, Now What? And it's
dude, bro, go ahead. Where did you find that?
I came across, I want to say my Facebook or my TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, I need that. Especially when I was divorced, I'm like, I'm gonna have to leave stuff so people can find shit, and it's really nice. It literally breaks everything down, and I'm really meticulous when it comes to my stuff. So it's got personal records, right? My full legal name, address, date of birth, place of birth, father's name, mother's name, my social, the spouse's name, my children's name, if I have other family, if I'm employed, who my attorneys are, who my doctors are, relatives,
veterans. You need this book.
Friends.
Where did you say you got it?
It was on TikTok. I saw it on Shein. I saw it on TikTok. I saw it on Facebook. It's basically just an end of life planner, and like important contacts. I don't know if you guys can see.
We can.
Let's see here. I have my chief of staff on here because she needs to know that I'm dead. Device login. What's my password to my phone? Other account information.
Hell no. Absolutely not. That goes to one person, and that person knows delete everything.
Yeah, so maybe that person, needs to be put in this because there's a place here, before you read this journal.
Randy just put the link up. That's awesome. That's our boss.
There you
That's
go.
the president of our nonprofit, and that dude just threw it up there. That's awesome.
And it has insurance information. So I have all my life insurance policies, my car insurance policies is what it says. And then other insurance, which I don't know what kind of other insurance are. But then it has financial information, all my bank accounts, credit cards, retirement accounts.
You could put the 10-digit grid where all the money is buried.
Yeah, safety deposit box. And it's got place for your current bills. So if you're dead, your people can be like, hey, she died. Here's her death certificate. Let's see what else we got. We have vehicle information, properties, which there's a lot of pages for properties, which I don't know what kind of fucking rich people are buying this thing, but I only have one
spot for a DD214 in the back there.
There isn't. I was looking. There's no DD214, but then my wishes for my spouse, or my significant other. My wishes for my children, wishes for my friends. And then you have a place to write your letters, and it gives you a letter to, and then you just write it. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice. And you need this. You kind of need this.
This is the way to fuck with your friends.
Stop it.
Like,
of course you would say that. Why would you say, why? I mean, I'm
sorry
dead.
about your colon cancer diagnosis. I got you a present,
Oh yeah. Like everyone's like, well, what do you want? What do you want? I don't fucking care. I'm dead. I have no say in it. If you want to cremate me, if you want to put me in the ground, you want to shoot me out into space, I literally have no say in it. I'm dead. I'm gone.
That's kind of my thought. I mean, like, hey, the fucking rolling dumpster's right there.
Like save money. Like I don't need to be embalmed. Just fucking do what the Egyptians do. Take the brain out from my nose, donate it to science, and fucking dig a hole in the back. Like I don't need all that stuff.
Why are you setting me up like that to make a nose joke? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. That's not cool, bro. You're my favorite. I mean, I'm not saying anything about that honker. I mean, come on now.
It's very like European, I guess.
It's a proud nose. You're fine. Anyway, but veterans need, dude. There it is. We're going to make one of those for veterans. It
literally breaks everything down for you. You need it. You need to have it. And if you are one of those people that like, oh, I want to have final wishes and I want this type of casket and I want to be buried in the cemetery next to my mom and stuff, then you have to let people know, because I cannot tell you how many times family members will come in my office and it's like the daughter and the son and they hate each other and they're fighting, or the stepmother and the mother and they're hating each other and they're fighting. And I'm just in the middle like, sorry. It goes to next of kin, which is the currently married spouse. So
Dad was not a Navy SEAL that was cooking for the admiral on the boat. And by the way, it got taken over by terrorists. Steven Seagal. Anyway.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, that movie, right?
Yeah. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but yeah. What do you got for the safety brief, boss lady?
Oh,
I mean, with that book in front of you, I guess you got quite a few things. I mean,
wear your helmet.
What?
Wear a helmet.
Are you still riding?
Well, not now. It's fucking December.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 15 degrees here in Colorado. Yeah, my wife made that comment the other day. I'm like, oh, I'm not taking the bike today. She's like, I wasn't expecting you to take the bike. Girl, it's 15 fucking degrees out there. I'm not taking the motorcycle anywhere.
I have some friends I call the frozen few who ride all year long.
And I have the gear for it. Like I have heated gear that plugs into my bike. Yeah, I totally get it. Fuck that.
No thanks. It's not enjoyable to me.
Nope.
I'm freezing. Like, no thanks.
Do you have heated hand grips?
I don't. No, I have a little fucking Sportster. It's a little fucking piece of shit, but she's my iron pearl and I love her.
Yeah. Say Yeah. Heated grips made a huge difference when I was riding Beamer. Anyway, we're getting off the subject.
I bet. Yeah.
But,
But anyway, have a end of life planner, have that conversation. I know humans don't like to face your own mortality, but nobody makes it out alive. You're going to die eventually. Hopefully it's at the end of a very long and health and prosperous life, but you're going to die. So save your spouse, your children, the headaches, the frustration, the angst, and probate court, and just put everything in a will, put everything in a planner. That way they know where to look, what to do, and be done with it. And then leave a little bit of fucking money too, because funerals are going for like $12,000 right now.
Well, and you know what? I'm glad you said that, because let's continue this conversation next week. Because if we could, let's talk about what happens after a veteran dies who was collecting disability or was collecting from. Let's have that conversation next week, because I get that question asked quite a bit.
And there's so many answers.
There is.
The answer is it depends.
Yeah. So
That's
let's
the
have that
answer.
conversation over the next week or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Allie, it's always good to see you. Have a great rest of your evening. And thank you so much for joining us for the next few minutes.
Bye.
Have a great rest of your night.
You too. Bye.
Joe, what do you got for the safety brief, bud? Anything? Nothing? No, don't stick forks in light sockets. You got nothing, man? Really? Don't eat your turkey if it's left out? Really? I eat the shit out of cold turkey. What are you talking about? Really? See, you're married to somebody that's like all down with like the food prep and like runs a restaurant and like knows how to do all that stuff. I'm a different people. You probably wipe off your counters and shit, don't you? What? So like, are you not eating your Thanksgiving Day leftovers anymore? What? Joe, I had turkey tetrazzini last night. It was fucking delicious. It's only life. You know, I got a book now. Folks, Joe is not far off and Allie is not far off. It is, the roads are slick. We're getting into winter weather. We had which leads me into our never forgotten as well. We had a catastrophic car accident here in Colorado, last week. A car was stolen. The stolen car hit a car not too far from here, in our neck of the woods. Killed basically everyone in the family, including Alvin Corrado. Sergeant Corrado was with the Army Reserves here in Colorado and also worked at range control on Fort Carson. He was killed in that motor vehicle accident along with 3 of his children, as well as the driver of the other vehicle. Tonight, when you're sitting down with your family and you're saying your prayers, getting ready to go to bed and saying your prayers, please remember Sergeant Alvin Corrado, who gave his life on the highways of Colorado over this past week, along with his children. And we're very, very sorry by that loss of life here in Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next week. We will continue our series on veteran-owned small businesses leading up to Christmas. Could not do this without you. That was a great interview. Go buy some stuff from Ranch and Rifle. Excellent stuff. We will see you back here next week at this exact same time. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you for being a part of From the Ashes on About Face Media. Thanks for being here.